Well, a very good evening to you. Many thanks for joining us. Welcome to Destiny TV, the station that impacts your life. On your TV screens this evening, of course, you're watching Get Inspired with Jebasi #winning team. I remain your presenter, and I always tell you, once in a while, we bring people to change your life, people to inspire you, and most importantly, people to add value and impact your life. And this evening is not going to be an exception because I have two great people. And before I do all of the introduction, I will allow them to introduce themselves, and I'll be taking you straight to the business of the day. But remember that you can keep this conversation going with the numbers on your screens, which is 07435999969 is my WhatsApp, and of course my SMS line as well. But starting from my immediate left, please, this is your camera. Introduce yourself. But first of all, welcome to Destiny TV.
Thank you.
We are very much pleased to have you.
Thank you. Yeah, my name is Gideon Onoka, health and fitness trainer. My office is in the
Westlands, Nairobi.
Yes, Westlands, Nairobi.
Okay.
And of course, we are here today. For consultancy, everything about fitness. My page, I'm always on Facebook, social media, Instagram. Is Coaches Gideon Onoka.
Okay.
And yeah, we are here to help people.
Very nice. Welcome.
Perfect. By name, I'm Wilson Murundu, a urologist by profession, and more so a health practitioner in general. I do most consultancy in terms of now health management and other aspects of men and general reproductive health.
Totally. I think with that introduction can easily help you understand the reason why we're here today. I know mostly you're used to people sharing their true life story, trying to inspire you. But there is something that we always need to remember. I beg your pardon, that when there is life, there is hope. And of course, a good life, like I was saying earlier, is having a good health. Health is very important.
Yeah, sure.
And I think that is one thing that people take for granted most of the time.
Definitely.
People think that if they have money, they're working, they're eating, then they're healthy. But I think we are here, you're professionals, you're here to tell us if that is right or if that is wrong. But first of all, before we get to the business of the day, I know perhaps you must have had, you're quite a big shot right now, but you started somewhere.
Yes.
Was there any struggle? This is to help someone out there who is trying to establish something to understand that there is always a process.
Yeah.
Sure.
So my question is, when did you realize that you wanted to become a fitness coach? And there must have been an inspiration behind it. So take us through that.
Yeah, this was tough, as you just leave this high school, come out here, you start struggling from nowhere. And actually, by the way, because you know me now, you don't know my story.
That's why I wanted to take us through.
At some point, I was dereva wa mkokoteni.
Come again.
Dereva wa mkokoteni. You know that? That time that you struggle to a point that you can't even earn what you can eat. At some point, I struggled to the point of thinking of even trying to commit suicide because there's no profession. By that time, I had done purchasing and supplies that tried to look for job everywhere. There was no job.
Of course, there was no job.
So now you start doing something that is there to make ends meet of a day.
Yes.
But I had friends that I first of all joined fitness because I was looking for a profession that can pay me in terms of bouncer.
Yes.
So I started from scratch. You just start training, and then from there you become a bouncer 2-3 days. Now you're like, I want to advance this thing to a professional level. What do I do? Now I started looking for papers. But you see, all the struggle from up to where I was, it was not easy. So, but up to now, for all these years in the industry, it has made me who I am. And now I went for certification, I became a professional, and now it is something that I can tell you for free. It's my passion.
I can see it.
I
mean, clearly looking at him, we can.
Yes. That's why you see I can do all the trip from where I stay to this station.
Yes.
Because what we want is as well to help people and understand it is not what you think is right for you, it's only right. You can try and maneuver in so many ways. And if you take what you like in your position, it will work for you.
I totally agree.
Yes.
So, Doctor, if I may grab your thoughts based on what you just said, a lot of people, especially the current generation we live in, they want it all, but they do not want to follow the process.
Sure.
Life is stage by stage, and struggle must come.
Yes.
If you do not, we're not born with a silver spoon. Even some people were born with silver spoons, but they lost it. So what happens? At the end of life, I think no. So based on your experience through life, even before you became a doctor, how has it been like?
To some may think that it was all a smooth sail, but that is not the case. I personally have gone through a lot too, and to the place I am in at the moment, I can say it has not been just like everything coming swiftly. Have you gone to an extent that you feel like you need to quit because you've been out there, you've been trying to get something to hold on to, but it comes to a point that all that you can hold on to is just by sheer good luck and or good wish from a friend or a brother. Because if
they make it, you make it.
You're like, if at all I tag on this quote of a friend, I'm definitely going to. But now, when it came to a point that I had to make a decision, I went through. I did a pharmaceutical course, pharmaceutical technologist. Later on, I upgraded. I did some other form. I joined for now specialization, and with all that, I've come in to have a passion about the health, about the men, because when it comes to male's health, it comes to a point that most of us, we equate manhood to risk taking, because you feel like, because I'm a man, I'm in a position to take risk at whatever cost. But that is where everything is boiling down to us even ignoring our health aspect. I can tell you for a fact, a lady is in a better position to go and seek out for medical health and attention than a man. And it is a case that most men will be like, are you sick? That is a question to the spouse or a girlfriend or whoever. When mgonjwa, let me hustle something for you, uende kwa daktari. Lakini yeye mwenyewe akiwa ana maumivu atasema nipe Panadol. Let me get something just to get myself going. And to a certain extent, the risk-taking aspect amongst the male, that is the reason why we remain to be the ones affected most in terms of health aspects. And whenever I say health aspects, is most men, you'll find them down with either lifestyle conditions, and to a certain extent, the fast lifestyle that we're leading, the fast foods, the fast kind of way to earn a living. Someone can come to a point that because he's not making in life, he opts to have other ways. And that is the reason why we are losing some of our young children and our young ones into life of burglary and thievery. And that is something that we are telling the young ones. You can't just get out of your high school level and rise to the level that you wish. Everything comes gradually. And to my point, you need to have also a mentor. I have a mentor who told me that now that you've gone through the pharmaceutical class and now you're going to specialization, what is your main aspect of interest? I say I really need to help my fellow young men. And that is the reason why I took up the issue about the wholeness of a man. And that is the reason why I met my friend Onoka. And because he's someone who is helping many people in terms of living a healthy life, both physically and spiritually, I thought it a better idea, if at all I can team up with him. Let's change the lives of many young men out there who wish to see a growth and a real value of their lives.
I totally agree with now. Coaches, if I may address you that.
That's a good
one. Just picking something from what he said, I think it was a great point. He did mention that for anyone to pull through in life, you need a mentor. And I've talked about it so many times. Most definitely in every aspect of life. Because for example, I could take you as my mentor in terms of fitness, but that doesn't mean you can be my mentor in terms of business wise.
True.
Okay. But now the key point is that everyone needs a mentor. Now that takes me back to the time which originally said you went to the gym so that you could become a bouncer. So at what point, or which point rather, did you turn around from being a bouncer to a gym instructor or a fitness coach?
Good, that's a good question. I was expecting you to ask me that.
Of course.
You see, this is a process that people never learn. Right now, let's learn from a baby.
Yes.
When a baby is being brought up, and this baby is like 2 months old, ataanza kutambaa. It will reach 6 months, ataanza kuanguka. Every time he's trying to stand, anaanguka. So,
yes.
Does that baby give up?
No.
Doesn't give up.
Yes.
So at some point, it reaches a point that baby will stand strong and start walking.
Sure.
Before that baby walks 2 miles, he'll fall down again, but he never gives up. Now, coming back to your question is, when I joined the gym as a person who was just training to become a bouncer, my interest was there. First of all, let me take you back. When I was doing the cart, when I was driving the cart, whatever, that time I was like, can I own my own mkokoteni? You get? This was in 90s. Can I own my own mkokoteni? Now trying to struggle, I owned one. I was like, now this one, the way I can't see people trying to move out of this. And by the way, I've been playing football in school, and this football is what I like. I like sports.
Yes.
Now I'm like, okay, now what else can I do? And by that time, there was no certificates in Kenya, in any school about fitness. So it was like, you go in the gym, you start lifting, you become big, you become a bouncer. So I said, okay, let me try this one. So on the hustle, I'm doing this, but as well, I'm training.
Yes.
So training, I got interested because I wanted to look good. Any person who walks in the gym with that age, you only want to look good.
Yes.
So yes, I looked good and now walked in the gym. Now I came to realize, one day I visited the gym in Mombasa Road. By that time, it was a long time ago. And I said, okay, let me see how these people train compared to how we train there.
Yes, back home.
Yes. So I went there, I trained with these people, and I met one of the guys who's still a mentor till now.
Okay.
So the guy was like, hey boss, you have a good body, and I can see you've done your assessment, and you're still good. So why can you be in a position to come and help us to be cleaning the gym?
Cleaning the gym?
Yes.
Okay.
So I said, okay, I can come as long as I'll be training for free.
For free.
And I'll be cleaning the gym, they'll be paying me something. You see, now I've moved the life from the Kokoteni, and now I'm in the gym.
Yes.
So I went there, started cleaning the gym. We call them gym attendants. Started cleaning the gym. Now from there, I see the way people are being trained and what is happening. So one day, there was an aerobic session, and this guy told me, okay, go and help me with a warm-up of 15 minutes. So I went there with the psych. I want to give a warm-up of 15 minutes. Then when I started aerobics, he disappeared. So you have no choice than to finish the class. So I did my crap, everything. By that time, I know nothing. But yes, it's moving.
Yeah.
So from there, the guy sat down with me, gave me the confidence, showed me how I can do it. The clients were motivating. They were like, you can do it. Now the guy told me, don't think now you know everything. Now after a span of 6 months, he told me, don't think you know everything. Now what you need to do, you need now to get certification. And now I started pursuing another thing. Now I'm here working as a cleaner, as a gym attendant, and then I'm doing certification. So I tried to work the first exam, and you know, fitness and doctors, it is like this.
Really?
It is tough. Very tough. Don't think fitness is not just you come in the gym and lift weights.
Yeah, you can't.
You learn so many. We have kinesiology. If you told about what a coach covers, then you'll respect people in the gym who have certification of fitness. We have kinesiology. It's a pile of books you need to read. We have anatomy. We have so many things you need to understand before you go sit down with a client and start training a client. So now I did that for a span of 1 year. I failed the first exam.
After 1 year?
Yes, and I've invested in that exam like 140,000.
Wow.
And I was struggling. I failed the first exam.
So when you failed that exam, what was the first thing that came in your mind? Did you think of giving up, or how was the reaction? You know, that is the point where a lot of people give up on their big dreams.
Yes. Now you see, if you have a dream, you don't need to give up. So me, I'm a different person. I'm a person, when I fail, now I want to know. Unlike some people, when you fail, you give up. So what's your purpose in life? That was my goal. I want to be a big person in this country. I want to help people. I'm motivated in this. So now when I failed, I was like, now what is this? So at some point, I was like, okay, because I don't have money, can I just be an instructor like anyone and go?
For the meantime.
Yes. But something told me, no, keep on pushing. So I started again paying another exam. Another exam. Then it came to a point again, I applied for another one and another one. So the fourth one, I managed to pass. And it's not easy. It is not easy. Because I remember in school, I was not that danda, you know.
There's something I'm trying to understand, To some people out there, I'm asking this for their sake.
Yes.
trying to get a certificate for being a fitness coach,
Yes.
you have failed more than once.
Not even twice.
Twice. You failed twice.
Thrice.
3 times.
Yes.
The 4th time is when,
Yes,
when you
I
got
managed
it.
to get it.
So the question is, why exactly were you still pursuing? Because again, you see, when it comes to following your dream by all means, you get to some point to say, perhaps this is not mine, because this is where we need to draw the line now.
Yes.
Yeah,
People need to know,
yeah.
why did you keep pushing?
I was comparing. I was comparing the days I was doing this other job hustling with dirty clothes, wearing whatever. And now what I chose after school, because me, I started struggling from long way time ago when my parents, now they're not there. You had to hustle on your own.
Get it.
So now I became a man, and now I was like, okay, if I leave this opportunity, I'll go back to
the
that place.
life,
okay,
which you did not want to.
Yes, I didn't want to go there. So now I failed one, twice, thrice, and I was like, okay, now what? You know what? If I manage to do this, because there was one of my role models who had done such kind of a course, and it's a global certification.
Okay.
So this guy was like, boss, you can do it, man. If me, I'm doing it and I'm here where I am, you can do it. And now, comparing the academics, this guy was nowhere compared to me. So I was like, how can I fail? I must prove I can do it. You know,
I get it.
so now when I got when I did the 4th examination, and then I passed, that was the celebration. But the point is, if you know what you want in life, you see, like the biggest businessmen we have in Kenya right now, at some point, they started somewhere and they had their vision strong. And they had to work on the mission. If you don't have to set up your mission and vision and to know exactly on the way I'll get so many scratch. This is another inspiration. You see, today, Chameleon is running.
Yes.
Today, Tortoise is running. Today, there is what we call the horse is running.
Yes.
The horse will go up to the end, but within a minute. Okay? Chameleon will go faster than Tortoise, but not with a minute, like 15 minutes.
Yes.
Tortoise will come slowly. It will go with 10 days,
but
and
it will
not
reach
a minute.
Yes.
But the point is, the destination, they will all reach there.
I get it.
So, what's your goal? Don't compete with my doctor. Don't compete with Bassett. Set your goal. So that is what I tried to do. And thank God, because I came up a strong person trying to look where I'm going and set up my goals. But criticism is there. Everyone is like, this is a failure. And I had clients. By that time, clients were like, push on, man. You're training us very well. What happened? But now I'm very open. Man, I failed because of this one. Only this point. And they're like, work on that.
I get it.
Yes.
Now, hold that thought.
Yes.
So, Doctor,
Yes.
before I give you this chance to express something for us, listening to your story, I got a clear lesson there that, sometimes when we fail in life, it's not because we've not done everything we're supposed to do.
Yes.
It's not because we're not good at what we do.
Sure.
Perhaps the God's timing is not there.
Yes.
You tried 3 times.
Yes.
You read.
Yes.
You struggled for that money you used to pay.
Yes.
But it wasn't the right time for God.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
And people need to understand, once you get that understanding, there is no how you can abandon your dream and walk away.
Yes.
And then this is now being addressed to you. And because listening to both of you, something that has really inspired me about you is, apart from trying to earn a living, trying to be someone, you are also looking out for the interests of other people.
Definitely.
Sure.
People may not understand being a doctor and a gym instructor is like giving yourself away. It's a duty. It's a passionate, I would say professional. Profession rather. You choose.
Yes.
Starting with you, why did you choose to be a doctor?
When it comes to my main profession, initially I had a bigger dream. I had thought of just going deeper into medicine. That was my initial dream. I can't say that back in school I was that low, but my performance was at par. But my grades didn't go well with me. And that is where I came in, I took up something related to my initial aspiration. And that is the point where I searched out, I went for a pharmaceutical course.
Yes.
When it comes to now, let's say medication and all that, I can categorically tell you that this is what this can work out, and this is how you'll feel.
Yes.
Because it gave me the same desire that I wished for initially. Because I have something. Previously, I lost a parent.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
And to some of the extent, I had thought deep in me, what can be the case that really got into him passing on. And it was something mild. And just because some one or two cases happened and someone overlooked the responsibility, I swore to myself that that will never happen under my watch.
Yes.
And that is the reason why I took it up. I can say that it hasn't been a smooth road too, because working on your end, I first got my employment, and after practicing, I practiced at Kerugoya hospital for like 2 years. After that, I came into Nairobi just because I wanted to search more.
Yes.
And that is where I've been attached in 1 or 2 facilities within. And as I've been working gradually, I got more passion and more interest in how well I want to help the people at large. And because my passion was just to touch a life in terms of health, I had another aspiration that in as much as you are touching someone to get back to his feet, there are some conditions that you need to adhere to, that you don't want this person to ever come back down with the same ailments. That is the reason what gave me the dream and the zeal to go and do more into the line of health. And that is what I can tell you as for now. As I walk around, I thought to myself that just staying in one kind of a facility is limiting me. I am now getting consultations. Today I'm here, tomorrow I'm there. Just with one kind of desire to touch someone's life who has gone through many challenges of getting back to his feet.
Correct.
Yeah.
Now, getting deeply now into the main business of today, if you're just joining us, I remember this is Get Inspired Show, and the topic of the day would be health and fitness. Now, Coach, and now this is to you. People may not comprehend how difficult it is to be a fitness coach.
Sure.
Yes.
I'm saying this because I've been in a gym. I've been in the gym, not as a coach though, not as a trainer, but as a model trying to look good. The problem comes in when someone is a first timer. That is like literally like teaching nursery school children how to count from 8 to 7.
1 to 10.
And one thing that you might need, I know, it's patience. As much as you love what you do, sometimes it can be irritating. How do you handle that pressure?
First of all, before we come to that point, I'll bring it from the main scratch.
Okay.
There's a reason as to why we have people called instructors, trainers, and coach. Okay. So as I told you, when I began the fitness, I began as an instructor. And a gym attendant.
Yes.
So then from there, I went for certification. I started understanding what fitness is. I became a good trainer. Now that good trainer is someone who wants now, you see on social media nowadays, everyone is posting their body. Why do I post my body and you're my client? I need to post your body as a client and your results, right? Now I became to that level of getting hyped over it and blah, blah. Now the point I am is to help people consult and help them train. Now that's a coach. Like the way you see today, we have someone who is mentoring or maybe training a very best player in the world, Messi or Ronaldo, but there's a coach behind that person. You want that person to shine, not you to shine.
Not you to shine.
So that's a coach now. Now in the gym, there's a lot of challenges. But as a client, when you walk in the gym, you first have to do your analysis and understand. Because some of our bosses, they don't employ based on qualification. They employ based on economic. How much are we going to pay this individual?
And why are we paying him that much?
Yes. How much? Not even why. If they go by the point of why, then they will pay professionals. But how much are we going to release? And how much are we going to get as a profit? Now you'll understand when I get Basi today, I'll pay Basi 50,000. Okay? And when I get the same person in the same field as a professional, he will need 150,000. So for economic purpose and my business, who will I pay?
Pay Basi.
So they mess. So if I'm going for business and I only want to maintain my business, I'll go for a cheaper person. but not knowing this person will cause so much harm to clients. Even the
Then
bosses,
good.
yeah, even the bosses who employ, some of them knows nothing about fitness.
They're just investors.
Yes, they know this, I'm going to make money. So fitness is an aspect that you need to invest in. And here, I'm telling the people who are investing in fitness, who are clients, first of all, before you join the gym, do your analysis right.
Yes.
Understand, this trainer in that gym is called Wilson. Is Wilson qualified? What has Wilson done? Don't trust the boss to employ for you a trainer. He's employed, yes, but I want to join. I want to know the certification.
And to get it clear, being qualified is not just looking physically fit.
No. I told you.
Those are two different.
That's
like
true.
you said, you went to school. And you
kabisa,
Yeah. Be, don't diminish whoever is working in the gym. Let them work, but in their position.
Yes.
Let them know we are a gym attendant or an instructor. I'm still looking for certification.
Yes.
I tell you, excuse me, I'm an instructor, but I can help you. Though I'm working on blah blah blah. A client will understand you.
Yes.
And then you can even become friends and train together. Today the problem is, I train, I look good. I start training people. I tell them I have good biceps, I have good chest, I have good legs. So I'll train you look like me.
Yeah.
Sure.
But not knowing your body and my body is different.
True.
So clients need to do an assessment with the trainers, with the equipments, and understand the environment they're going to train in. Because some of the gyms, even where they're being set up, it is not conducive to people. You get? Because you need to understand that is the health of an individual.
Sure.
Losing one person's body or one person's life or giving one person injury is not compared to a phone you own. It doesn't compared. It's not compared with the money you have in account.
Yeah, true story.
You get? So that's why some people like me, we are out here for an awareness, because even clients do not know what they're looking for. They come in the gym, they give 100% responsibility to a trainer. I want to look good and please train me, not knowing the kind of a person. So this person will start training you to a point of even draining you down. I can tell
Instead
you,
of
from my scratch, I've told you I come from,
Yes.
to a point I came even once in this life, maybe you never know, I've trained even the president of this country at some point.
Wow.
Because this person was there, and now, where are you qualified? What have you done? Can you be in a position to understand and analyze the body of this individual?
Yes.
Is this individual certified to touch me even? Because without certification, no trainer is allowed to even stretch a client.
That's a good note. And if you're out there, you're feeling some type of way about your body and you're thinking, what should I do about it? First thing first is do your analysis.
Do your analysis
before
right.
you step into the gym, and you research as well about
Sure.
the gym,
Yes.
the person you're going to work with. Now, doctor, in terms of nutrition
yeah.
matters a lot. When we talk about health, when we talk about fitness, nutrition is one of the most important aspects
Sure.
of it.
Sure.
So I want to understand, what can we eat? Let's start from what to eat. Because going to the gym is not the problem, but eating the wrong food before you
Is
go to
what
the
makes
gym.
us, yeah.
So let's start with, what can you eat before you go to the gym, and what can you eat after the gym?
I can tell you that for you to give a consideration or to whatever intake you need to have, you need to consider your body.
Okay.
Sure.
Nice.
And one factor is, you understand that your body is made up of tiny aspects, the cell, which is the tiniest. And these cells are the ones that are responsible to give the whole viability of the whole system.
Okay.
Because the cells, they fuse together to form your tissues. And the tissues, they fuse together to form the systems and the body in general. Now, for you to be up and strong enough to go into a gym and to do a close and a fit workout, now that is where we are coming in and tell people that they need to do a feasibility study
Yes.
of the gym they are attending. Because in a gym, you need to get a nutritionist.
Yes.
And a nutritionist will draw a line for you. This is the kind of a body you want to attain. You need to come and have this and have this and have this.
Okay.
When it comes to the kind of recommendations, according to the World Health Organization, for you to have a good body, just a general good body, you need to do like 5 servings of fruits in a day. you need to have like 5 servings of vegetables in a day. When we say 5 servings of fruits, you don't necessarily mean you go take 5 bananas. No. You go.
That was good. That's very necessary.
Yeah, you don't need to go take 5 bananas.
Or you can say 1 banana, 1 apple, 2 avocado.
Yeah, by the 5 servings means 5 servings means we go like a mashup. You find the banana, you find an apple, you find a mango, you find an orange, you find like grapes.
Grapes, yeah.
You fuse them, you take them.
Daily?
Daily.
Okay.
But now the implication can be higher because of the financial aspect.
Oh, yes.
But that is the recommendation. And the same thing comes to kind of vegetables that we need to eat.
Yeah.
If I ask you, Basi, when is the last time you took some mushrooms?
I'll answer behind.
No, that is
guilty.
You're guilty as charged.
Guilty.
And that is the reason why you might go to a facility to train, but there's some things you are not considering. Once you start considering these aspects of wholeness of your cell, you will step into a gym with the proper with the proper plan of a nutritionist and information at the back, because you'll find someone who is obese.
Yes.
He wants to start a gym. What he'll take there before, his diet is like fast foods.
Yes.
He'll say like, I want to go to the gym, let me take something before I step in the gym. He'll go in, take a piece of let's say like let's say what can we say, meat pie, he grabs sausage, he take fruit juice, fruit shake, then he hits the gym. That is not nutritionally right.
Yes.
Because you need to have the right kind of metabolical nutrients for that cell. Once it comes into action while you are working out, it will not tear up or it will not wear out. And that is the reason why there is a nutritionist who will draw the program for you. Take this 2 hours before your gym.
Yes.
Take water some minutes before you step in the gym. After the gym, between the sessions, use this kind of a drink. After the gym, use this kind of a meal. And that is the reason why we are trying to bring on board the professionalism that if you want to start a gym session, you will come to a fitness coach who will link you to a nutritionist, who will link you to to a medical doctor who will try to ascertain if at all there are any underlying conditions. You can't go to a gym taking a banana and maybe you are diabetic.
Yeah.
You understand? You can't go to a gym, you start working out your cells and whatever, and maybe you had lots of drink yesterday night. That is the challenge that we are trying to bring concern about. We need to handle it in a more professional way.
So it has to be a complete package.
It has to be a complete package, and that is where we are coming on board to bring the wholesomeness of the real health that we are looking for as persons.
Nice. So coach, if I'm right, correct me if I'm wrong. I tend to think that your kind of customers are people who are very much busy, like they're busy working, busy involving themselves with their day-to-day activities. So their body can be out of stage, if I may use that word, and which means that they have a very limited time. Someone wants to look good, but they don't have time for themselves. With people like that, maybe someone like that is watching and saying, I really need to get back to the gym. How should their schedule be like? How many times, for a starter, how many times should they hit a gym in a week?
I have 2 ways to answer that. First of all, I'll pose a question on you.
Okay.
Busy in doing what? Working? So without your body, is there work?
Of course not.
No.
Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, when you're very busy and thinking maybe your schedule is too tight, just have a meeting with your body for only 15 or 20 minutes. Okay? In this meeting, there's options. We train people even at home. But then again, Basi, this is the biggest concern.
Yes.
Do you know why most men fear to send their women in the gym? That aspect is there.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay? The aspect is there. Reason being, back to the point, they don't do good analysis.
Yes.
They don't understand the people they're dealing with. Now they're scared even to send their people in the gym or to call a trainer home because they assume this person with my wife.
And they're good looking than
Yes,
I am.
that is the problem. But when you deal with a professional, you can be trained even at home. Number one, why are you going to the gym? That is what you should know.
Yeah.
A gym needs to be, if you can't work out home and it's a facility that you can reach first before you reach home, okay, you can train there. But trust you me, you do not need those equipments for you to be fit. You only need your body and a professional.
Okay.
If I start training you today, I will use only this space you sit in here to make sure I deal with your body. But the problem is, or what we have in mind is, you need to walk to a facility that has equipments.
Okay.
Start using the equipments.
Start lifting.
Unainua chuma kabisa.
Beba chuma. Power. Then you load a lot of weight. So now you're training. Actually, you're messing up yourself.
Yeah,
But
because let me cut you short.
Yes.
Because as he trains, there's something that is said with the courses that we undergo. I per se, the anatomical presentation of a body matters very, very much.
Yes.
Because when you go to a gym, you start doing the weights, heavy weights. The next thing you'll come to me, I had a back sprain.
Not knowing where it comes from.
Not knowing where it came from. Because you said I went in a gym walking well.
Yes.
But out of the gym, I'm having that pain.
Yes.
But instead, after working out, you need to feel refreshed, not having nothing X.
Yes.
That is the challenge that we are facing. You can move on now.
So the gym is not a torturing chamber. The gym is a relieving chamber. If I walk out of my office and I have all this pressure, I need to love one thing in the gym. I either love the gym, I either love the equipment, I either love a partner we train with, or I either love the trainer who is training me. Agape love. Let me put it clear.
Yeah, I get where you come from.
Okay.
There must be a point of interest that
Sure.
draws you to the gym.
Yes. So now, when you have that person that you can talk to and that person to train you, don't mistake an instructor for a personal trainer.
Okay.
Okay?
Can you break the difference between an instructor
And
and a personal trainer?
I'll get back.
Okay.
As I said, we have instructors, we have trainers, and we have coaches.
Yes.
A coach is someone who is making a client be proud of themselves.
Okay.
I help you to get your own results and show off your results and have the qualification, pass through all these stages to the point I am now to make sure you achieve your goal and I understand your body.
Yes.
A trainer is this individual who has just walked out from the school and done all these things but walked from the school, no experience, wants now to experience from a client. Okay, I want to train you and I want to see. I'm still guessing. If you do chest with bicep, will it work? If you work chest and tricep, will it work? This person is still trying to get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the instructor is this person who's just like me the way I was.
Yeah.
Someone has told you, come, you look good, man. You can be an instructor. Remember, an instructor covers a lot of things. We have instructors who help people to drive. We have instructors who help farmers to,
Yes.
So when you say instructor, instructor for what? When it becomes a profession, it doesn't have an instructor.
Okay.
When it becomes a professional, it has a trainer, it has a coach.
Okay.
When it is down there, anything you can do, like me right now, I've been driving like from 2008 up to now. I can instruct someone to drive.
Yes.
Do I need any
you have that enough experience.
Yeah. But if I want to join a school like AA to help someone drive, I'll have to get certified by AA. Now I'll be a coach.
I get it.
You get my point?
Yes.
So now don't mistake that person who does not even know, who doesn't have all this experience, and start being so close to that person and tell that person is your personal trainer, because your personal trainer needs really to understand even your daily routines, your daily operations.
Yes.
What do you go through? We go to a point where even some clients come and tell us, my friend, I have a problem. As a man, I don't perform. If I'm a quack, I'll go for your wife. If I'm a professional,
yes,
I'll consult Wilson.
Doctor. Yeah.
I'll tell Wilson it's confidential because the client trusts me. Now,
how can we help him?
Now, after Wilson tells me his information, I'll promise a client confidential first. I will ask if he wants me to share the info. with a professional.
Yes.
Bear with myself, as in, it won't happen. You won't get it out there. Because self-esteem of a man, he can even shoot you when he realizes you've told the right issues.
Yes.
So now, people can train home, and the only minutes you need to train, if you have a professional, depending on the intensity of workout, 20 to 45 minutes. It's enough for you to keep you well
per day
and to help you the way you want.
Okay.
And if you're too busy, we only need 3 days in a week. I go to work as early as 3 a.m. I have a client I train that time because this client works early in the office. And you know, the good thing is those people who are busy wake up very early.
Yes.
That is the best thing with them.
They
know what they want. They know the vision and mission that they have. So plan your time. Either you'll be busy chasing money and your body will be busy chasing a coffin.
Yes.
So it depends.
So which is more important to you? Maybe one last question to you, Doctor, before we take a very short break.
Yes.
How many times should someone who is trying to stay fit, what I mean, there's someone is fit and there's someone is trying to stay fit. Someone who has interest in looking good, you know, having a proper trainer to take him or her through the process. Is there need for a checkup with a doctor? A checkup, I mean, need to understand if I do this kind of workout, how is it going to affect me, or how many times, according to my body system, I'm asking you now as a professional, you see, according to my body system, how many times do you think I should be involved in the gym? How long, how many hours can I take per day? Because I might have interest to go for 2 hours, but my body system limits more than, so that's the problem people have. Yes. So when you go more than the time you're supposed to go, it becomes a problem.
Exactly.
So can you share that information?
Thank you for that question. And it's a concern that many middle-aged people have, because we shared initially that whatever is bringing us down in terms of health is the kind of lifestyles that we lead. And I'll say this, you need to have a checkup. And that is so paramount to each and every person. Yeah. Irrespective that you want to stay, you want to look good or what, checkup is a necessity to every person. When we say that is a reason, but we have conditions. Someone has never had a checkup. 2, 3, 4 years down the line, he comes and tell you that I'm having a groin pain. Where can it be coming? I'm having a back pain. When we go closer and deeper, we find prostate cancer setting. Okay. If at all he could have taken time to just set aside a day out of his busy schedule to come in for a checkup, could that have happened? No. No. And that is the reason why we are saying that the middle-aged guys and the young people, we're having the challenge because we don't consider going for these checkups. Because as a young man, you see yourself running up and down. You see yourself, you're right. You are ripe and right for each and everything. Yes. You abscond all the medical checkups. You say that I'm good. But take for this scenario, you are up and down running for all this money, but in the long run, you don't have your health. That is a miserable life. It is. Because you'll chase the money for 40 years, but when you reach the 41st year, you're down with cancer, either of the brain or whatever, because some of the foodstuffs that we eat, they are the precursors to some of these ailments that we are going to face in the long term. Because once you start getting in for checkups, you are assured of one, you are gonna spend the little amount of money in nursing some of these costly conditions that we are trying to avoid. Let's take for a case, you are here, you start taking too much fluids. You're taking so much water, and you feel like you're going to have short calls, right? Then you come to a place, we tell you, you need to have a checkup. We tell you go do a test for either like blood sugars. We find that your sugar is so high. Then all of a sudden, you come out as a diabetic. It is only that you didn't take that state of you you having frequent intake of fluid as just a normal thing. You are concerned about your system. And by you detecting that you are diabetic, we start you on some of the most preferable dosages that will get you off the hook. And you'll have saved a life. Let me tell each and every person out there, their lives is such an important tool that even if spending 30 minutes for a checkup, that is something that we can amount each and everything you've earned for it.
Yes.
So don't abscond the checkups that we propose each and every day.
Very correct.
Yeah.
There you have it, but at this point we'd like to take a short break to give you time to evaluate on the few things that has been analyzed here by the experts. But remember, my SMS line is open to you. Know the rule of the show. Tell us where you're listening from, you're watching from rather, your name, and you can drop a question for them concerning your health or fitness.
Yeah.
True.
These are the people who are going to give you the right information that you need. You are watching Get Inspired. I remain your presenter. My name is Jay Bassi. Let us take a short break. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Nice.
Welcome! What a band up on the run, and it works your hands up, hey, and the sound of the rolling thunder, when all the saints them give praise, because you're so great. Now massive on crew, I wanna see you move, so lift up those heavy feet and step to the beat. The roots of ska, back when reggae starts. How great thou art!
Oh Lord my God, when I'm in awesome wonder, consider all thy worlds thy hands have made. I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art.
Everybody say great, thou art, great, thou art.
And when I think that God his son not sparing sent him to die, I scarce can take it in. That on the cross, my burden gladly bearing, he bled and died to take away my sin. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art.
Everybody just jump, jump, sing to the Lord, don't break down one. Jump, jump, sing to the Lord, don't break down one. Wanna ponder upon the wonder, and the work your hand has made. Hear the sound of the rolling thunder, when all the saints be praised. Jump, jump, sing to the Lord, don't break down one. Jump, jump, sing to the Lord, don't break down one. Say great, thou art.
When Christ shall come with a shout of acclamation and take me home, what joy shall fill my heart
jump, jump, sing to the Lord, sing to the Lord, and break down one. Jump, jump, sing to the Lord, sing to the Lord, and break down one. Say break down on.
Criticizing me on Facebook, slandering me on your WhatsApp, talking about me on Instagram, Snapchat me no like that, on Twitter you a chit chat, just let me be, Lord. I can take disappointment, and I can deal with regret, but I never had a problem that got the better of me yet. I've been through many heartaches, bounced back from pain. No matter how you try to bring me down, God knows I'll rise again. Don't bother worry, do no bother fret. Almighty God, He never faced me yet. Don't bother worry, do no bother fret. I'm on top of my game. So don't bother worry, do no bother fret. Jesus Christ, He never faced me yet. Don't bother worry, do no bother fret. You can't destroy my name. I walk with the devil, put on a great show. I'm not done living my life, I've got more place to go. My life is a gamble, sometimes I lose, but the key to success, work hard and do good. Don't bother worry, do no bother fret. Almighty God, He never faced me yet. Don't bother worry, do no bother fret. I'm on top of my game. People don't bother worry, do no bother fret. God never ever faced me yet. Don't bother worry, do no bother fret. I'm on top of my game, Lord. Lord, Lord, just let me be right now. Oh, Lord of mercy. Take disappointment, and I can deal with regrets, but I never had no problem that got the better of me yet. I've been through many heartaches, bounced back from pain. No matter how you try to push me down, I live to rise again. So don't bother worry, do no bother fret. Almighty God, He never faced me yet. Don't bother worry, do no bother fret. Jesus Christ never faced me yet. My fans, don't bother worry, do no bother fret. Almighty God never faced me yet. Don't bother worry, do no bother fret. I'm on top of my game. Don't bother worry, do no bother fret. Almighty God, He never faced me yet. Don't bother worry, do no bother fret.
Very good evening to you. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you're watching Get Inspired Show as always. And in the studio with me, we have Coach Gideon and of course Dr. Wilson that are taking us through health and fitness. We thought it is important that you know all the information that you required about your health and of course staying fit and the importance of staying fit. And I would not want to ask that question because you already explained why we should stay fit for our body. And now something that a lot of people still have issues with is how to lose weight. What is the best diet for weight loss? And I know professionals have their way of explaining that. You take it.
When it comes to general aspect about you wanting to lose weight, we won't say that you need to lose weight. We need just you to shed the excess fatty fatty aspects in your body. And you can find that, yes, you might be weighty, you might be that, let's say like you're above your expectations. That is where we come in and we tell you that you don't need to go on, let's say like getting medications to make you lose. We consult with the coach because the coach is now in a position to help you. This kind of a muscle has this content of fat, and he'll help you have this exact workout for either your waistline, and by him helping you work out to your waistline, you lose the excess fat that is occasionally pumped up and bulked up in your waistlines.
So there is loss of excess fat.
Exactly.
And it has side effects, isn't it?
The excess fat, whatever it brings to your system, is one thing that many people may not know. It goes and solidifies along your wallings.
Okay.
You know that you have arteries, and in your arteries there are wallings. And whenever the excess fat comes in and sediments, that is the start of many of the problems that we are facing.
Yes.
We come into blood pressure. We come into now cases of having heart attacks and all that.
Yes.
Just because the excess fats have come and lined up along your arterioles, and whatever they're bringing in is a case of low oxygenation of blood into the vital muscles in your body. And in the long run, that is what gives rise to some of the conditions that you find. Someone went down to sleep well enough, but during the night, just because he's not exercising and he's got excess fats, he's up in the morning, he had stroke. That is the reason when you come to me, you tell me you want to lose fat and you need medications to lose fat. I'll really get into the nitty-gritties as to why you need to get the excess fat off.
Yes.
And that is the reason why I'll refer you to a coach who will draw the exact kind of a program that will help you tone down and shed off the excess fat.
I agree.
Yeah.
Now, coaches, at a perfect stage of someone being fit, I don't know if you understand or if you can break it down. I mean, if you've been visiting the gym frequently, which means your body system already has adapted to the system and the training process. At that point, how frequent should someone visit the gym?
I like elaborating more from the point the doctor has answered, a very good answer to the question you've asked. But I want to elaborate a bit more.
Please.
Weight loss and fat loss.
Yes.
Now, what is weight loss? Weight loss is something, weight is something you carry, right? If you carry today 20 liters and you weigh, it will be 20 liters, right?
Yes.
When you reduce 20 liters, it will be 18 liters. Okay? That is weight loss.
That's weight loss.
Now, what is fat loss? It's from the doctor now. After a doctor has done an assessment, and now he's told you have extra fats in your body, you need to lose this percentage. Now, he deals with the trainer and a coach and doctor. Now we know the percentage you need to work on and lose. Now, this is a problem. People go to the gym to lose weight. And in the gym, what the gym will help you is convert fats into muscle.
Okay.
Muscle weighs much heavier than fats. So if you come to me because of the weighing scale, you're wrong.
Okay. Okay.
You get the point?
Yes, I get it.
Because if muscles weighs much heavier than fats, why do you come in the gym, I help you to lose water weight, and then you remain unhealthy? Losing weight does not mean you're healthy.
Agreed.
Because you can lose weight and still shed, your muscles remain unhealthy.
Yes. Yes.
So you get the point?
I get the point.
Now, the frequent, how often should you train?
Yeah.
This one has no limits.
Okay.
The limit is on you, an individual. There's an individual that I cannot recommend to train every day, of course, after assessment.
Okay.
There's an individual that I can recommend to train every day after assessment. What are you suffering from? Do you have any lifestyle disease?
Yes.
Can you be in a position to train alone? And this running we do, you see, have you ever met someone who is running on the way like 5 years and still the same? It happens.
True story.
Reason?
True story.
Because they do not know what they are working for and how. Because even running, it has its own technique.
Yes.
There's a way you can run to kill one thing that you don't want in your body. There's a way you can run to just keep fit. There's a way you can run to only promote circulation.
Aerobics,
Okay? Cardiovascular now.
Yeah.
So, training has no limits. Depends with an individual.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good answer. I mean, that is why they are professionals, and
Yes.
you couldn't get it any better than that. And something I would like to know, maybe a doctor, in your experience in the field, I know you've been practicing for a while now.
Sure.
What has been your most difficult situation with the clients?
The most kind of a situation that I had to know on how to manage it is a client who really, when it comes to now the relation between my professionalism and fitness, I came to a point that I had another colleague. Makiu is also practicing, and he's diabetic. And whenever we colleagues, we tend to, let's say, like have the back of each other.
Yes.
Then he comes to me, he tells me that, Wilson, let's go along and have a run. And because he's of my age,
Yes.
I take up the challenge. But initially he had not known he's diabetic. Yeah? And as young men, maybe he had the esteem thing, and he didn't want to divulge out that. Yeah, the ego thing.
Yeah.
You know, to a certain extent, the ego can really make you feel so masculine, and yet when time comes, you are down.
Yes.
Now, we took up the challenge, and we mapped our route. Yeah? Our route was a bit in a serenity that is so far off from the livelihood of many people.
Yes.
We went deeper. It comes to a point that we are keeping up with the pace, and I feel like I'm taking a lead. He goes down.
Yes.
He goes down. Then I'm like, hey,
What's happening?
What's happening? Getting back to him, he's unconscious totally. I'm far off, away from, because it's in the forest road.
Yes.
And it's I have no one to call on to know. I had to put intact my ability to do the first aid. The challenging thing is he didn't recuperate as much as, because when we checked on him, he had a low kind of a sugar level. And I was like, why didn't you tell me? It was just after me having it was just by God's luck that as I was struggling to get him seated well and help him at least get in fresh more air. We had another guy who was coming along the road doing the runs. That is when and unfortunately, the good thing, he had a phone with him. We did call up. And later on, that is when he diverted that. Wilson, you know something I didn't tell you, and I didn't want to tell you, is I'm diabetic. And I didn't really want to tell you because by me taking up challenges and me running all along, that is how I want to see if at all I can manage myself out of the situation. And something good, he took up the challenge of us helping him back on track by the fitness coach. And that is where I referred him to him. And as you can say now, he's so glad that he can do the same runs, more than that, without having that low sugar levels. So that, to a certain level extent, really got me think, how well should someone who professes to be a practitioner be ready to handle cases that may be extreme? That aside, we have many cases that happen in terms of practicing in the wards and all around, but that was now outside scenario. For this that happened inside the wards, that is now a reserve. But when it comes to outside here, that is something that it happened, and everyone was in a position to view whatever happened and how we managed it.
Yes. Now, Coach, before we come to you, a quick question, and because this one is very necessary that people get to know.
Sure.
For people who are not, I would say, conversant with the symptoms of diabetes, because it is very common, especially to men.
Yes.
What are the symptoms? Like, how can I know, for instance, if I see the signs in my body, how can I tell this is possibly going to be diabetes? Yeah.
You understand that diabetes is a condition that either we have two types, and the two types can be diagnosed at an early age, and some it can take a while before you really diagnose this is the case. But whenever you start having the case of thirstiness, whenever you have that case constantly you feel like you are just drained, you feel like you are having sort of lethargy, you are just down, you are off, and you feel like at times frequent urination. Those are some of the cases that they are a pointer that you need to go for a checkup. And that is the reason why the first time you ask about someone going for medical checkups, that is where I really superimpose my talk, that
for people to check up.
You should not look over it. Just go have a time with your personal doctor or a personal physician. Let him help you diagnose by the tests and the checkups. You'll get to know that this is a pointer that I'm developing this. And if they're diagnosed at an early age, at an early stage, rest assured that with some of the dosages that you have, you will get out of it and get back on your feet.
Totally agreed. Now, coach, is now back to you. Based on the same question I asked him, but yours, I don't want you to look at it as your most difficult, I would say, experience as a coach. Let's say your most proudest moments since you became a satisfied coach. Which moment would you say made you realize, yes, this was the right decision I made for my life?
It's a very, very good question. Right now, I can say I'm a very, very, very proud coach because every client that I've handled with my hands, they go and come back with joy, and they all are happy because of the results they get from me. And they all know before I start working out with someone, these strict conditions that you need to follow. I came as a package. I come as a package because before I train you, number one, you need to visit a doctor. You need to come up with the information from the doctor. And then from there, I will jump in. I've been working with several doctors, but I chose Wilson to be one of them. Because I've worked with him, and the recommendation and the professionalism from the clients I've sent to him, it has worked better with me. And you see, when you come to me and realize, because it has been a journey to convince a client you're not coming to me to lose weight. You can imagine you're coming to the gym and you tell a trainer, I want to lose 20 kgs. And now my point is to convince you understand, you can even add, but look good and be healthy. So it has been the proudest moment, because when they send a word of mouth, they're like, that guy will tell you the truth. Just go and train with him. And when they leave, they are the happiest people on earth. Right now, the people I train.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. And I think I would treat this as based on that question and how you answered it, also raise a point of concern that clients, that means people come to the gym and to you, mostly are very impatient in seeing the results.
Very.
So to have them kill the curiosity, how quick, how soon should someone start seeing the results of their workout based on you? And
on me, my point is very clear. When you join me, first of all, my 1 month, I'm assuming I want to make sure you understand what the gym is. I take you through a journey of you, first of all, learning what you need to get yourself in. So the 1 month I never count. So now after 1 month, now you understand what everything, how everything is working in the gym. Now it takes 4 weeks when you start training seriously for you to notice your change. It takes 8 weeks for your friends to notice the change.
So there's a point of you noticing the change by yourself, and yet your friend has
no, our friend won't notice. You will notice fast, because you know, I've been panting all the time, I climb stairs, it's not there. I'm not looking at an aspect of losing weight, as they say. I'm looking at an aspect of converting fat into muscle and helping you be fit. Okay.
Yeah, from
now being fit, it is a big word that we need to discuss the whole day. But basically, touching on it very fast, it is just how your body is operating, how your circulation is, how your heart condition is. After the checkup you did last time, it was this was, now it is like this. Now it takes 4 weeks for you to notice, 8 weeks for your friends to notice, 12 weeks for the whole world to notice your change.
Wow. Great
Not
information.
basing on weight scale.
You know, I know people when they go to gym for 2 days, they are walking past mirrors and car windscreens trying to check where
am I?
my chest.
Wrong information of you will come and lose weight. That's what I'm saying. They need to do analysis and understand the people they are working with.
Totally
In fact,
agreed.
if you walk in a gym and the trainer or coach tells you, we are helping you to lose weight, run.
It's not a
That's
safe place.
dangerous. Because it means you will pull yourself to the wall, kill yourself to burn a pound. Let me ask you a question. How will you walk in my gym, expect to lose 3 kgs in a week, and yet you're eating, you're sleeping the same, you're doing everything? Where is this weight going?
Impossible.
Some people come and tell you, stop eating carbs. Okay? The wrong thing. Because if you stop eating carbs, your body is benefiting, the doctor will elaborate, your body is benefiting from that carbs. Okay? So why are you starving yourself, and forever you'll starve yourself, and then from there I cheat you, you're losing weight. Why can't I stress you and you lose weight? Do you know if I stress you and I lock the room, you'll lose weight? Why can't you do that? So professionally, I need to help you, not use shortcut, to help you get the results as you do the normal things you've normally been doing Monday to Friday, but just understand how to eat right.
Very nice.
Not restricting some for the benefit of me
self-gain
as a trainer. No. So that is why many trainers, we use shortcuts to sell our jobs. That's a no. Run very fast because you need energy to train. You need energy. If you remember our so-called grandmothers before, they were giving us a little bit of proteins and more carbs.
True.
Is it true?
True.
They tell you, my son, eat this one, and this is a little bit, because your body needs a little bit of protein. But right now, it is converted, I don't know how, because of what research, it is people are eating a lot of proteins more than
the carbs.
True.
And now you go in the gym, you cannot go for 20 minutes speed run, because there's a way I can set a treadmill or maybe help you run out there and increase the intensity. You can't go as per this intensity I want of, let us say 60%, because you've been taking a lot of proteins, and proteins cannot help you fuel the muscles in terms of energy. So what are you doing?
More harm than good.
That's true story. Let me quickly jump on the SMS line here before we conclude the show. Na kuna mtu hapa anasema, hello Jebas, a great show as always. Thank you for the great information the gentlemen are sharing. It's very helpful and very educative as well. And now I think I've learned 1 or 2 things. But the question is, where is your gym located in Nairobi? This person is watching from Nairobi. I think that's to you.
My gym is located in Westlands. But then again, it is not only about the gym. We can do a follow-up with the guy. Later I can give out the where he can reach me or she. Then from there we can link up, understand, do assessment, and try to help that individual. But as well, even if he's watching from London, we can help him train in London. Self-confidence, trust in yourself, help you to boost your mentality, and now you can do it on your own. Yes, mine is not to help you train every day. Mine is to coach you so that you can coach yourself.
Sure.
Teach them, lead them, because you'll never train the whole world. But my gym is best in Westlands.
In Westlands, he said, hello Jebasi, good evening to you. It's a great show again. Please help me ask the doctor, how does one knows he's about to have cancer? I think that was quite a confusing question, but you may just handle it in most.
I can say thank you for that question. This is one thing that everyone has to know, that each and every person has the probability of developing cancer. Whatever hinders you from having that cancer is your immunity. And this one trickles back to how viable and how strong are your cells. You understand that? Initially we say the cell is the basic unit of life, and whenever that cell is is a mutant, let's say it's not functioning well, that will give rise to a generation of more mutant cells.
Yes.
And in the long run, wherever the replication is taking place, that is where there will be an onset of a cancerous tissue.
Okay.
And that is so rife that you find that many of us, the young people, we are managing cases of cancer, mostly for the young men, prostate. And for the ladies, it's breast. And to some, the ovarian. You see, these are some of the things that back in the old days, cancer was not something common.
It wasn't.
But right now, left, right, center, I have 2, 3, 4 friends managing right now, and they're so young, below the age of 30, you can imagine.
Wow.
It's so sad.
It's very sad.
And if at all you check on them, they'll tell you that I didn't realize, but just because the parent has the concern of, let's say, like, let's go for a medical checkup, we diagnose that you're having some pain when going for your short call and all that. We do a test study, we do some of the bios, we notice that those are tissues that are replicating and developing into cancerous tissues.
Okay.
So everyone, you don't need just to do symptomatic analysis. You need to go down and do the real diagnosis. And that boils back to essence of having a checkup each and every time.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you very much for putting it so simple.
Yeah.
Though there was a lot of times involved.
sorry, but all you did confess.
That's why you're doctor anyway.
It's
So,
okay.
Hello, Jebasi. You guys are looking good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Watching from Marytown, and I can't say any other thing about the show. It's so great. But please help me play Nare Kelemo. It will bless my soul. Thank you very much for texting through. A lot of messages here, but we cannot jump on all of them because of time.
It's okay.
Basically, they're just appreciating the show and the information you're putting across.
Thank you.
And we're very much humble. That is the most important thing, to educate people, to inspire, and of course, to transform lives.
Yes.
So, Sasa AV, before we get to grab your final thoughts on today's show, I would like you to, how can someone is watching, said, I'm interested, I want to work with this guy, I want to find out more about my health and how to stay fit properly. How can we reach you on social media platforms?
Okay, I will stress this. My name on social media is Coaches Gideon Onoka. Coaches Gideon Onoka. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Businessman.
Yes.
Keep it simple, everyone can get
yes.
Yes.
So on that one, you'll get me on any platform. I'll be in a position to help you. If you have anything you want to inquire about fitness, anything about health, anything about anywhere I can refer you to any doctor, because I work with the best of them, I'll be in a position to help you. Mine is to transform and have a healthy nation, not healthy people.
Very nice.
Healthy nation.
Healthy nation.
Yes.
Doctor, yourself?
Thank you for that. Maybe for myself, I'll just share, if you really need my contacts, that is where you can get me. My line is all through open. And we have, per se, the wholeness of a company. So I won't tag that this is where on social media, how we have, but what we can share is just the contact.
Okay,
and
now
they can really get us.
Maybe we might not share the contact, but this is what we can do. Since coaches, it's more than a friend. If someone can reach to coaches and say, I want to work with that doctor. Okay, Dr. Wilson.
Perfect.
I think that would be another great way
that is it.
Take you
open
through.
For that.
Yes.
So finally, your final thoughts. Let's inspire. So let's understand, help people understand the importance of keeping fit, the importance of taking their health seriously, and generally about life.
Yeah.
So maybe start with Doctor.
Yes.
Thank you for that. And I must say, and I will say each and every time, that health is wealth.
Yes.
Under no circumstance will you equivalent. Let's take for this case. You are having a good health. Yeah? But in the long run, you don't have the wealth. Yes, you'll still lead a life.
You still stay alive.
Now, you have a better health and you have wealth with you. You will stay the kind of a life that you will ever wish.
A great life.
A greater life. And this narrows down to the young people and general every person listening to us. That it will make no sense for you to run around and be the wealthiest of all, and yet you're gonna spend the last of that cent managing cases of diseases in your body.
Yeah.
It is not wise. Better spend much on your health, and as you are being healthy, you'll realize that with the health in you, you will be in a position to live a longer life, a more meaningful life, with all the goals that you really need to attain, coming at their specific time frames, depending on what God has in store with you.
I get it.
And to a certain extent, to some of us, we are not here just by sheer luck. It is hard work.
Yes.
And by God's grace.
Of course.
Because in the long run, whatever God has destined for you, it will come through. No one will ever come and stand on its way.
Yes.
So to any young soul, any person who wishes to make a living or make a step in his life, first thing, trust in God, because He's the giver of that life that you're having.
Yes.
Take care of that life. And as you take care of that life, the rest will follow.
True story.
That is it.
So, Dr. Wilson is putting it in short. He's trying to tell us, be proactive than being reactive.
Yeah.
Staying ahead, looking out for yourself before they then just overtake you.
Sure.
That was a great message.
Thank you.
To you, coaches?
Mine will be a bit short and clear. My advice to young men, and especially people who are trying to make it in life and they've not made it: fitness, assessment, doctor, and everything, they're all useless without God.
True.
So first thing is you really need to define yourself and your life. Understand that the God you're serving. Put your things in front of your God. Kneel down, pray.
Agreed.
God will be in a position to supplement all these things you want. But then again, don't forget, God will not come from heaven to earth to help you train.
Heaven help those who help themselves.
I believe so. So when you make a move and try to do what you want, what you like, in Jesus, in God, it will really, you'll see the fruits of it.
Sure.
For those young men who are trying to make it and they can't make it and you come to a position of giving up, remember one thing: we didn't come to this world to look for wealth. You can have everything in this world, but health, it's only God who gives you.
True.
And you need to appreciate God.
True.
You see, there's one thing that God can't do for himself. He can't worship himself. So every time you worship him and he sees that some goodness and truthness in you,
Yes.
Very true.
himself, he knows where your destiny is. But when you try to block him, he cuts short the destiny. So question back to the listener or to someone who's watching.
Yeah.
Never wait for your second chance to make your first impression.
That's it?
Yep.
Yes.
I got the same message. Never wait for your second chance to make your first impression.
Yes.
And actually, first impression is one of the most powerful things. I am a
Perfect.
very huge believer of first impression.
Sure.
And to everyone who's watching us this evening, it has been a great show as always. I'm very much grateful for you keeping us company and all the warm messages that you've sent across. So may God bless you. Keep watching Destiny TV. It is the station that impacts your life. And on this show, each and every weekday from Monday to Friday, that is, apart from Wednesdays, of course, from 5:30 to 7 o'clock to 7:20 sometimes, in a great show like this happens. Watch and get your life in order. That is what we are here to do in the name of our God. Just getting back all the glory to Him.
Amen.
And I just want to thank you gentlemen for coming through. It was educative. It was informative. It was just great. It was a nice show.
Sure.
I actually was very inspired
Thank
as
you.
well.
Thank you.
So at exactly 7:30 we'll be having Habari as a Destiny. Of course, at 9:30 will be Destiny Prime News. I want to thank my producer behind the scene, goes by the name Kelvin. Kelvin and Moses they have been the reason why this show has been a success. And I can't even forget God. He's been the author of everything.
Yeah.
What I say till tomorrow morning, catch me on the Fashion and Lifestyle exactly from 10 a.m. all the way to 11 a.m. as I take you through on what to wear, why to wear, how to wear, and most importantly, want to make sure that your fashion game is on point. For me, it's a wrap for now. Kwa heri, kwa sasa, good night.